camera and sets it up for me. When he leaves, he goes, and he's saying action, and it's so funny. Hi everyone, we haven't been making very many videos. I did just upload me finding out I'm pregnant and telling Alex, and then also a little video of our family and friends finding out that we're pregnant. I just wanted to upload those so we had them all together and on YouTube before I started actually uploading. But I think this is going to be my first video back making hopefully regular-ish videos. This video I just wanted to be kind of like a little update on our life over like kind of like the past year, but mostly the past like 6 months. It's been pretty crazy and I haven't filmed as much as I probably would have liked to, but I've been doing my best documenting, and we do more on Instagram and we do some Instagram stories and little videos and pictures over there, so definitely follow us. It's at alexandcassidy, all lowercase, all spelled out. Otherwise I have my own Instagram, and that is at cassidybo_. But today I wanted to do a little update video. So right now it is March 21st, 2019, and going back to last April of 2018, Alex and I bought a 2017 Ford Transit high roof van. We wanted to convert into our little tiny home on wheels and travel around the country and go see a lot of different things. We have remote jobs, so we're able to go wherever we want. We just need to be able to clock in basically, so have Wi-Fi. We bought the van and then we decided to start slowly converting it. We had a lot to learn, a lot to get, a lot to do. So over the summer and then over the fall we were working on converting it and just taking our time doing what we wanted to do. And then we decided around September that we needed to get a move on with this because it was just taking a little bit longer than we wanted it to, and everything with the van takes a lot longer than you think it will. So we decided that at the end of October 31st, we were on a month-to-month basically basis for our duplex. We weren't really on a time schedule. We could stay as long as we wanted to, but we could also leave when we wanted to. So we decided at the end of October that we were going to end our duplex lease, and hopefully by then we would have the van done. But we didn't, and we ended up moving in with Alex's parents for about a month, and his sister and her boyfriend were actually here too because they were converting their ProMaster van, and you can follow them there on YouTube at Benny Ari Vanlife or on Instagram at Ari Beausoleil. And they were working on converting theirs, which they ended up finishing like around the exact same time we did. We were preparing everything, getting rid of a ton of stuff, just doing so much stuff to move out and to get the van ready for the end of October. And then it was October 17th and I hadn't been feeling like 100%. I felt kind of like really tired on certain days, but not every day I felt like that. I just felt kind of weird, like something was a little bit different. And I decided to take a pregnancy test because the year prior Alex and I kind of were like, okay, we kind of want to have a baby now, but like if it happens, it happens. And I found out that I had PCOS, and that made it harder to get pregnant, but it doesn't make it impossible to get pregnant or anything. So we just decided to go like a natural method, and we weren't gonna like stop anything from happening, but we weren't gonna like actively try to have a baby. So then we weren't really expecting this at all, but on October 17th I decided to take a pregnancy test, and I took it like right before midnight basically. Alex was already asleep, and I did it once in a while just to be sure because I have like irregular periods, so I don't know if I just didn't get my period or if it could have been something more. So when my period's late, I don't really think anything of it because I have an irregular period, so I never really know when it's gonna come. It would come every about a month and a half, but it wasn't like on a certain date or anything at all. But I would still get it decently regularly. So then I took this was just like a little like strip generic pregnancy test, and I looked at it and I was just like shocked. I was like, is that positive? Like I couldn't believe it. And I was just like, holy crap, like now I get pregnant. So then I made a plan that I would wake up in the morning and I'd take another one, and then I had one of like the more legit pregnancy tests. I have heard that pregnancy tests like they're not usually positive when they're not positive, but I just wanted to be sure. So then I had one that said pregnant or not pregnant, and so I took the more generic one first in the morning, and it was really hard to go to sleep. It was very hard, but I woke up and I was like up because I was like, holy crap. And Alex had no idea and he was still sleeping. So I got up and took the generic one. It was positive, and I think I did the pregnant not pregnant one at the same time. And sure enough, like as soon as it could, it said pregnant, like right away. Everything that I took was like super positive. It wasn't like just a faint line, like everything was like, it was positive. So I was like, holy crap, and I was trying not to say anything. And so then I just got ready, and then before we left that morning to go to the coffee shop to work, we were going with Alex's dad because we work with him, and then also with our friends, and also I think we were going with Alex's sister's boyfriend too. So it was really hard not to tell them because we're super close with all of them. But basically before we left, I told Alex, and you can see that in the video, and then we went to the coffee shop and we couldn't say anything. It was like, oh, it sucked. But we just like couldn't say anything because we didn't have everybody there to tell them, and I had certain ways that I kind of wanted to tell people and stuff. So then later that night, we actually went to my mom's house, and we told my mom. I wanted to tell my mom and my sister at the same time, but my sister had class and she couldn't be home. But we told her, and then the next day we told my sister and my grandparents, and the next day we told Alex's grandparents, and then earlier in the week, on like Tuesday, we told Alex's parents and his sister, and then because Alex's parents had been gone on a little trip actually, and they left like right after we found out that we were pregnant. So it was just like, oh my god. So we told them the next week, and then we started telling a few more people. And it was pretty crazy. So that was in October, and then at the end of October we moved out of our duplex and we actually went through with everything. We came and lived at Alex's parents' house for like about a month, and then at the end of November we had the van finished enough and we decided to head for Florida. It was starting to get even colder and more disgusting here in Wisconsin, and so we went to Florida, and then we were there for a few weeks, maybe like 3 to 4 weeks, and then we came back for Christmas and New Year's, and then after that we flew back to Florida. And we went to the Everglades and to the Florida Keys and just all around till we went to Miami. We loved Miami way more than we ever would have thought we did. But Miami was awesome. At the end of the month, we knew we had to go back to Wisconsin because we had our anatomy ultrasound and we got to find out the gender of the baby. We had been waiting to find out, and that was the earliest we could find out, and I was 21 weeks and 1 day on February 1st, and that is the day that we got to find out. But on the way home, we found this trailer, just a travel trailer that was all renovated and beautiful and exactly our style, and we wouldn't have to do anything to it. And by this point, we were pretty much sick of renovating things and doing things because we just had done it to the van. And now we decided that we wanted to get something a little bit bigger and a little bit different to travel around with the baby and to like live in with the baby, just so we had some more room and we could have a few more things basically. It's also really nice to have a toilet and a shower and an oven and stuff like that we didn't have in the van. We had a toilet, but it was just a cassette toilet and it wasn't the best. So then we found the trailer and it all worked out, and we picked it up in Tennessee on the way home to Wisconsin, and we bought it, and then we brought it to the farm, which is where my grandparents live, and we call it the farm. And they have a house in Florida also, so they are in Florida, and they would be in Florida until the end of April, until they come back for my baby shower and just to come back for like the summer. And they said that we could actually stay at the farm at their house while they're not there, and so that's what we did. We happened to come back to pretty much the worst snowy, disgusting, cold, negatives weather that Wisconsin's had in quite a long time. So we were pretty much stuck inside the house for over about a month, over a month. But now it's the end of March and it's finally starting to get warmer, and Alex's parents actually decided to go on about a 6-week trip or so, and they said that we could stay at their house, which is in a different city and it's closer to our birth center and just to a lot more things. So we decided to take them up on it because nobody was here anyway, and then we could just watch their house for them. So we left the farm and we just packed up some of our stuff and we came here. And so right now at the end of March we are staying at their house. We're gonna be here until April something. We haven't really decided. And then at the end of April, everybody will be back for Easter and for my baby shower, which I'm so excited for. And then in May, we'll just be getting ready for the baby. And then at the end of May, June, we will have a baby. And our plan, we're just gonna hang out for a little bit and stay in Wisconsin, and over the summer we're gonna stay in our trailer at the farm in Wisconsin. It's so pretty out there in the summer. So that's kind of like our plan right now, and then hopefully at the end of the summer, early fall, we can hit the road, and we really want to go to the West Coast. That's our first destination with the baby. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see when we're ready to leave. It's a tentative plan. We're just gonna wait and see until we all feel comfortable enough to leave, basically. So that is kind of like a big life update from our life from last year until now. And now that you're caught up, my next video is gonna be a pregnancy update. It's basically just going over my pregnancy up until now. And now I am 28 weeks, which means I am 7 months pregnant, and I'm in my last 3rd trimester of this pregnancy, which is insane. So that is just talking all about different things that have been going on with my pregnancy. So I hope you like this, and I hope you'll subscribe to see more, and I really hope to keep filming more throughout the end of the pregnancy and once the baby's here, and then our travels, and hopefully we can keep up with it and keep it going. So I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!